Well, it's about a week later on my little experiment with the drip tubes versus the soaker hoses, and I found out something that, well, I guess just to put it bluntly, the soaker hoses don't work worth a damn if you don't have enough pressure to feed them. Anyway, so what I've done is I've changed over to, putting, and actually the other thing too is too many drippers really soak this thing down. So what I did was I cut back the drippers. In other words, I had like 4 or 5 in here. I've only got 2 in here now. Let's put that up there, and that seems to be enough. And over here there's 2, and so forth. And over here what I've done is, on one I've left the hose in, but I've put drippers on the end. And anyway, so bottom line of the whole experiment was the drippers work a lot better, only because you don't need a lot of pressure to run them. I guess if you had higher pressure, the soakers would work really good, but I don't have a lot of pressure. I just have this little pond pump in here. Okay, I wanted to take a moment here and clear up why this thing didn't work. I think it was because, first of all, the soaker hoses really don't work well at all unless you have sufficient pressure to run them. And then when I tried to remedy that by putting the mixture of soaker hoses and dripper hoses, that didn't work well either. And what ended up happening is kind of curious. On the left side here, where the those longitudinal planters were, where I had the lettuce and things that you can see growing, where I had one strip of soaker hose in there, those ended up getting very, very soaked. And as a matter of fact, there was a tray underneath it. That thing kept getting full and running over. And on the other side, where the drippers were, it didn't seem to work very well at all, no matter what I did. And I was doing something wrong, I guess. The drippers were working, everything seemed to be working, but I just couldn't get the balance of having all of these trays getting the water they needed without overrunning some of the trays, or just starving the other ones for water at the same time. So it was just too difficult to get a balance, I guess, is a better way of putting it. So there it is. If you're going to do something like this and try to get it automated, it looks to me like the best way to do it is with drippers and not the soaker hose. I think it would be more accurate to say trying to mix the two is probably what caused the problem. If you want to do this, you should either go soaker hose or dripper. I wouldn't try to do them both on the same line, because in my experience, it just doesn't work.